Hello?
Tina.
Hello? Yes?
Oh, hi, Tina. This is Christine from Lincoln Heritage, the Funeral Advantage Program. And I'm just giving you a call here. You requested some information about our final expense cash benefit that assists the seniors. Now, is this just going to be for yourself or for you and another loved one?
What's this regarding?
This is that final expense insurance benefit. You know, you received a letter in the mail that talks about that $20,000 tax-free cash benefit. You put out the little card at the bottom.
Okay, yeah, I do remember,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, you're over at 123 6th Street, yes?
Yes, that's my
Okay.
That's my address.
All right. Perfect. Well, yes, again, my name is Christine, and I've been assigned to go over this information with you, and I'm so glad I was able to connect with you. I know you've been getting a million calls a day, huh?
Yes, I rarely ever answer my phone.
I know.
All the
Trust me.
spam calls.
If I didn't work on this daggone phone, I wouldn't be on it either. I cannot stand all the calls. But I am so glad that I was able to get with you today. And this information is so important. So was this information just for you, or is it for you and another loved one?
How long will this take about?
This takes about 7 minutes for me to go over it to make sure that I can get you qualified, and then I'll get you right on off the phone.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and again, was this just for yourself or for you and another loved one?
It's just for myself.
Okay, perfect. And let me just ask, are you married?
I'm not.
Okay, awesome. I always like to ask that in case there is a spouse that needs to be on the phone with you while I go over the information, just as a respect factor. So this is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you a few questions so that I can pull up the best price possible for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. And so here we are, Ms. Tina. When most people request this information, they're looking for the best program and the best price, okay? And that is exactly what I'm here to do for you today. So how this is going to work is I'm going to ask you a few questions so that I can determine which program you qualify for today. And then I'll tell you only about that program, all right?
All right.
Okay, so now are you currently bedridden, hospitalized, in a care facility, or have been told that you have less than 12 months to live?
No.
Okay, perfect. We can move on. And have you ever been diagnosed for HIV or AIDS?
No.
Perfect. So I know I can definitely take care of you. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of health questions. And keep in mind, we only need to know if in the past 2 years, if you've been diagnosed, treated, or taken any medication for any of the following conditions. So anything for heart disease, heart attack, or congestive heart failure?
No.
All right. Any stroke or circulatory issues or taking any blood thinners?
None of those, no.
Okay. COPD or emphysema or dementia?
No.
Awesome. Are we suffering with any liver or kidney disease?
Within the past 2 years?
Yes, within the past 2 years. Okay. Are we taking any medication for that?
I'm not on any medication now.
Okay, perfect. And then looking at cancer other than basal cell skin cancer?
No.
All right. And then drug or alcohol abuse, and we're talking about being in a facility in the last 2 years for drug or alcohol abuse?
No.
Okay, and then the last one is going to be any complications with diabetes, including coma, blindness, or any amputations?
No.
Okay, perfect. Normally, if I'm sitting in front of you, Miss Tina, I would say wiggle your toes. Let me see if they're all there. But, of course, because of this pandemic, I'm talking to you right over the phone.
I can wiggle my toes.
You can wiggle the toes? Okay, good,
yes.
good. I'm just visualizing your toes going. I'm like, do you have polish on your toes? Are they pink, red? What you got going on down there?
I don't know. I can wiggle them.
Okay, good. Well, congratulations, Ms. Tina. Based on your answers, I am able to get you qualified for our amazing cash benefit that pays out within 24 hours of claim approval, okay? So now that we know that we can get you qualified, let me explain to you who we are and how we'll be able to help you, okay? So Lincoln Heritage has been around for about 60 years, and we do specialize with individuals between the ages of 1 to 85, okay? So we can help the babies as well. We're not like MetLife, Allstate, or Liberty Mutual, who provide a $50, $100, or $1 million policy. We just want to make sure that when you die, because, none of us get out of here alive, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. So We just want to make sure that when you pass, your family has enough money to take care of your final expenses and maybe a little left over to pay some bills, okay? So you weren't trying to make anybody rich, were you?
No, I really wasn't, no.
Okay.
Just my burial arrangements. Yeah, that's all I was looking for.
Okay, perfect. Then we can move on. We can definitely move on. So, when that sad day comes, your beneficiary is going to call us and fax or email over a certified copy of your death certificate. And once we receive that death certificate with your beneficiary's consent, we can wire that money directly into their bank account, or we can send them a check, whichever they prefer. And that, again, is going to be within 24 hours. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not, but other life insurance by law, they can take up to 6 months to pay. Did you know that?
I did not know that. 6 months?
Yeah. It can take up to 6 months by law to pay out. And that's why, final expense is so important. Yeah, and we definitely have another benefit that is available within that 24 hours of claim approval, and that is going to be with the Family Support Service. And this company is going to work exclusively for your family. They're called the Funeral Consumer Guardian Society. Again, I call it the Family Support Service because that title, I always get tongue-tied, okay? So it is a family support service, and they are actually owned and operated by former funeral directors. So they know exactly what the laws are and how to deal with the funeral homes and the crematories, okay?
All right.
Okay. Now, this is how that company is going to help you. They're going to send you 2 forms in the mail with 5 ID cards. Now, the purpose of these forms is for you and your loved ones to fill out how you want to be handled, whether you're going to do a cremation or a burial, if you have any religious affiliations, if you want a prayer service or not, etc. They're even going to ask if you have any pets, what the pets' names are, and even down to their favorite food and toys, so that the person taking care of your pets will know what they need to keep your pets comfortable. Isn't that amazing?
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
never heard of that.
Everything that deals with your final expenses, even down to your pets, it's very important to have that down in writing.
Because I do have a dog. I love my dog, so I would want that
me too.
Yeah, that would be important to me.
You let your baby sleep in your bed with you like we do?
No, not to that extent.
Okay, yeah. I'm telling you, that baby, she's like our daggone kid. Every now and then she's in that bed, the bottom of the bed with us. So I understand. It is so important, and she has that red toy. Without her toy, there's going to be problems in this house.
I heard that.
So it's important.
Good to know, though. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so I don't know, do you guys have a certain family home that you guys use?
We do, yes.
Okay, awesome. So with your beneficiary's consent, we will contact 3 additional funeral homes in the area just to make sure that we get a competitive quote. Because we are not emotionally attached, we are usually able to save between $800 to $2,000 on traditional funerals and between $200 and $800 on cremations. And remember, because this is a cash benefit, with cash, we have negotiating power, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So now that I've explained this program to you, Ms. Tina, tell me, do you have any other life insurance that we're going to be able to work with?
No, I don't.
No? Okay. And that's not a problem at all. Not at all. And so do you know the difference between term and whole life?
I do not. I didn't know there was a difference.
All right. Well, let me make a short little insurance lesson 101. There are basically 2 types of life insurance, term and whole life. Term is going to be short for temporary. You can buy a 5-year term, 10-year term, 20-year, and a term to age 70. And at the end of that period, you will no longer have coverage, and all the money you paid into the policy, the company gets to keep, and you end up with nothing. Okay? This is why it's called term. It's cheaper than whole life. Yeah, and only 3% of term policies actually pay out. Most people end up having to cancel them as the prices increase as they get older and they can no longer afford it. Okay?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's whole life. And this insurance is based on your age and your health when you start, and the premiums will never increase, the benefit will never decrease, and it will last your whole life or to age 100. So if you live to be 100, they're just going to give you all the money and say happy birthday, okay? Because you basically outlived the policy, but you get all the money. All right?
Okay. All right.
So I don't know about you, Ms. Tina, but when it comes to my life insurance, I don't want to have to worry about my payments increasing while I am on a fixed income, unless I decide to increase it. Would you agree?
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, we need things to be settled, like straight the same price at all times.
Absolutely.
So I also want to know that, you know, my insurance is ready and available to pay my family when that day comes and they have to lay me to rest. So they're not having to worry about how long it's going to take for them to get that money. Okay?
All right.
All right, perfect. So now that I've gone over this information with you, have you actually decided how you want it to be handled? Are we looking at cremation or burial?
I'm thinking of cremation.
Cremation? Okay. Do you currently know how much it costs to be cremated?
I do not.
All right. That's no problem at all. And so typically right now, burials are going to range between $8,000 to $15,000, while most cremations are going to be between $2,000 to $8,000, depending on if you want to have a viewing, if there's going to be a burial and a memorial, things like that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So have you ever had to be financially responsible for somebody's funeral before?
No, I have not.
Wow, you are so freaking lucky. Oh my God, man, it is very stressful. And, you know, a lot of clients use the family support service for the assistance because they already understand that it's a lot of work and a lot of stress, and they just lost their loved ones. It's really challenging to try to think and make financial decisions at that time. All right, so that's why that family support service is there.
Okay, good, because I don't want that stress to be on my family.
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay.
It's hard.
Right.
Well, the nice thing here, Ms. Tina, while we were talking, I was pulling up your information, the numbers for you. So let me just do a quick recap, make sure that I got everything, that you qualified, right? So right now, based on the medical questions that you answered, I am able to qualify you for our preferred day one cash benefit that pays out within 24 hours, okay?
Oh, wow.
Yes, indeed. And you did state that you wanted to be cremated. Do you want to have a viewing?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we want to do cremation with a viewing, and as we said, the cremations can range anywhere between $2,000 to $8,000. Now, you do qualify up to $35,000 worth of coverage. All right. I will tell you that most of our clients take, you know, anywhere from $20,000 under, but I do not want you not to know what you qualify for. We also have the accidental coverage, and that'll go up to $160,000. The quotes that I'm giving you right now go up to $80,000. Okay.
All right.
All right. So when I give you this price for this $35,000, don't you hang up on me, okay?
All right.
Because I don't want to have to come door knock you during this pandemic.
Because I have options, right?
Yes,
I don't have to go
you
with
have
that.
options. Yes,
All
yes,
right.
indeed. So just let me know if it's comfortable or not, and if it's not, I'm going to find a plan that works best for you today, okay? All right. So what we have for you right here, Ms. Tina, for the $35,000 for you, it's only $95.90. So is that comfortable or not so much?
Not so much.
Okay. Thank you
I'm on
so
a
much.
fixed income, so yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being honest, because it doesn't make any sense to start a plan that you cannot afford. Okay.
All right.
So let's go ahead and bring this thing down. We're going to go back down to the 20, like I was saying earlier. Again, this is going to be enough to take care of cremation and interviewing, and it's also going to be good for the future because we don't know when you're going to pass, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So going down to the $20,000 for you, that's only going to be $57.80. Is that comfortable for you or still not so much?
That's a comfortable price.
Is that comfortable for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And just to let you know, if you wanted to take your accidental up to $160,000, that would only be $4 more. So that would actually take you to $61.80. Is that comfortable, or keep it at $57?
We're going to keep it at $57.
Perfect. I got you down for $57. All right. So what I need you to do for me right now.
Wait, you said only $4 more, so you know
$4.
what? I'll go ahead and go with the accidental as well.
Okay, awesome. So that's going to be $61.80. And I'm so glad I was able to help you get a plan that fits your budget today. All right. Now, the last step is for us to get a reference number so I can get this rate locked in. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this form real quick and get us connected to the recorded line, all right? And what I need you to do for me is, although today is the 15th of the month, when would you like your due date moving forward?
Let me see. I think I'm good with the beginning of the month, so possibly maybe the 6th or the 7th.
Okay, whichever one. You want me to put the 6th or the 7th?
Let's do the 6th.
Okay, we'll put the 6th for your due date. And then what is your date of birth?
Oh, I don't know about putting my information over the phone. I'm a little uncomfortable with that.
Well, that's okay. All I need to do is your date of birth, and as far as your Social Security number and your banking information, once I call into Lincoln on that secure line that's recorded, you could just give it directly to them. So you don't have to worry about giving that part to me. But the date of birth, they're going to ask me for that.
So just my date of birth right now.
Yep, just your date of birth for me.
Okay, 9/30/1976.
Okay, perfect. So as I'm getting us connected into this recorded line, go get your bank information and let me know when you have it, because you'll need to give that to Lincoln when we call in.
Oh, okay. All right. One moment. Okay, I have it right here.
Okay, awesome. And then what's the name of the bank, just so I can have that down?
Citizens Bank.
It's Citizens? Okay, awesome.
Yes.
All right. Don't hang up. There's going to be a slight delay whenever I call in. Again, what they're going to do is they're going to ask me all of the information that I've already gathered from you, okay? And if I say anything that is not correct, what I need you to do is speak up and correct it for me, okay?
Okay.
And do we have a middle initial, Tina Smith?
M.
M. Okay, awesome. And then I didn't ask for the beneficiary. Who's going to be your main beneficiary?
My daughter.
Okay. And what's her name?
Shelby.
Same last name?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And then do you have a contingent, meaning that if something were to happen to her before you, who would be the next one in line?
I would say my sister.
Okay. And if you ever need to change it in your package, you'll have a form that you can update at any time, okay?
All right.
Okay, and then what's your sister's name?
Audrey.
And does she have the same last name?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, don't hang up. It's going to be a little bit of a delay. Once I get us patched in, we're going to be on that recorded line. And just hang tight, and we're going to be done with you in about 3 minutes, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. 1 second.